The term climate change has been all over the media lately, and this has caused a lot of us to wonder, what exactly is climate change? Is it really real? And if so, why does it matter? Climate change is most commonly defined as a change in the statistical properties of the climate system when considered over long periods of time. And from data collected from the past hundreds of years, scientists are observing a warming trend in the Earth's climate proceeding at a rate that is unprecedented in the past 1,300 years. Since the Industrial Revolution, humans have been releasing large amounts of CO2 and other heat-trapping gases into the atmosphere. Normally, these gases function in a natural process called the greenhouse effect by letting heat from the sun into the Earth's atmosphere and stopping some of it from escaping back into space. But in the past century or so, we've been emitting so much of these substances that many believe we are actually accelerating the greenhouse effect and causing Earth's surface temperature to rise. Since 1880, the global temperature has risen by about 1.7 degrees Fahrenheit. Although NASA states that 97% of climate scientists agree that the climate warming trends over the past century are likely due to human activities, there is also a large community of skeptics that disagree with this statement. Their argument is fairly straightforward, that the climate is always changing, and this can be dictated by many different factors, including the sun, clouds, and the orbital variation of the Earth. They may also argue that there have been periods of time where the Earth's climate has actually been warmer in the past than it is now. However, while skeptical scientists doubt that recent climate change is due to human activity, most can agree that CO2 emissions do have the potential to cause some warming. In any case, they do not find the temperature rise very alarming, but view it as more of a natural phenomenon. Regardless of the true causes of climate change, we are still definitely observing some of its very alarming effects on our environment. Sea levels are rising drastically. When the ocean gets warmer, it expands, hence why the global sea level has risen about 7 inches in the last century. By 2100, it is projected to rise another 1 to 4 feet. This can affect coastal cities in a number of ways. Existing concerns like shoreline erosion, coastal flooding, and water pollution are only predicted to worsen as a result of rising sea levels. Climate change has also contributed to ocean acidification. The amount of carbon dioxide absorbed by the upper layer of the oceans is increasing by about 2 billion tons per year. This has been shown to significantly harm calcifying species like oysters, clams, and shallow water corals. This could impact the estimated 1 million animal species that depend on them for food and shelter. In addition, ice, which covers 10% of Earth's surface, is disappearing rapidly. Scientists have observed shrinking ice sheets in places like Antarctica and Greenland, declining sea ice in the Arctic, and significant glacial retreat across the globe. Climate change is also predicted to cause more extreme and volatile weather events. Potential future effects include more frequent wildfires, longer periods of drought in some regions, and an increase in the number, duration, and intensity of tropical storms. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues we are facing today, and is an important subject in many areas of our lives, from science to politics. While we can't be sure that we are the leading cause of climate change, it is important that we try to minimize our impact on the environment as best as we can. Don't forget that each individual can contribute in some way, by recycling, traveling on foot or by bike, reducing electricity use, eating locally grown foods, or supporting clean energy sources. Also, it is important that we share our beliefs, ideas, and concerns about climate change with other members in our community. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out project80.org to see more of what we're working on.